Greetings, I'm Tim of Govberg, and welcome to the world of Officine Panerai. Today, I'll be your guide to the Panerai Radiomir 1940 Equation of Time 8 Days in Stainless Steel. The best way to approach this extraordinary high horology complication is to start from the outside and work our way in. Now, the PAM 516 is a 1 of 200 special edition that's solidly above the tool watch plane in which Panerai joined the civilian market in 1993. Therefore, luxury refinements such as the substitution of a double deployant, twin-trigger actuated stainless steel buckle rather than, for instance, a pin buckle, distinguish this model from some of its lower line brethren. You can see that the entire double deployant clasp is of satin finish internally. With twin trigger release, it can't accidentally pop open, it is not friction fit, and you'll note that it pivots both at the swing arms where they join the clasp and where it joins the strap itself for a third degree of articulation. When buckled, it prevents this large watch from being accidentally dropped while donning or removing at bedside. Likewise, the strap is built to a higher standard than is typically seen in the sports watch segment precisely because Panerai has adorned its complication with only the finest in accessories. Minimally bolstered, rectangular scale black alligator leather, it has a slight off-white contrasting stitch that pairs beautifully with the ecru and rose gold accents of the dial. The strap is thick, it's substantial, and it swells as it approaches the lugs for visual consonance, giving way to the compound contoured Radiomir 1940 case. Now this is the 48mm case that Panerai reserves for its most extraordinary special editions and high horology complications. It differs from the original Radiomir case in that it represents the post-1940 developments of the historic Panerai combat watch design, featuring a more robust case design with more robust lugs to keep the strap affixed to the case. Moreover, it's entirely in high polish, creating a gem-like setting for this dial, both sandwich and simulated radium patina. It pays homage to Panerai's history, such that the vintage Panerai dive watches that survive to this day have the same kind of off-white or ecru patina across the dial. Now here, what you're seeing in the sandwich dial construction is a simulation of that tone, as everything is modern superluminova paint that is neither radioactive nor dead. It still glows like a torch in low or no light conditions, and it's beautifully consonant with the rose gold hands and the gilt-style text on the dial. Radiomir Panerai, Equation of Time, and of course Swiss manufacture. Now the dial is of sandwich construction. As you can see, the individual wells represent a stencil of the baton indices and the Arabic numerals on top of fully loomed disc. Now this is the method of construction used by historic Panerais, and it creates both the appearance of depth and brilliant luminescent in low or no light conditions. Now, the watch features a number of complications on its dial. First and foremost, the Equation of Time. Now, we screw out the crown, which endows the watch with 100-meter water resistance when fully threaded in, and we pull it out to its second position, whereby the hour hand can be moved independently when traveling, jumping forward or backwards relative to your current time zone. Now this travel time function reveals the equation of time scale. The equation of time tells the user the difference between a civil noon, for instance, and true solar noon. True solar noon being, for example, when the sun is directly overhead between two meridians, whereas mean civil time is the average of all local times between any two given meridians. In other words, what you're looking at on the equation of time is the difference between a civil time day and a solar day. Now, as you can see, this varies between -15 and +15 minutes over the course of the year. Several times it will coincide. Now, unlike, for instance, an equation of sunrise and sunset, which depends on the latitude, longitude, and date, it's important to note that the equation of time only requires the correct date and month to be set. So wherever you are on the Earth, as long as you have the correct date and month set, the equation of time will read true. Moreover, the equation of time is paired with a date window, discrete, featuring a monotone black date disc, and a 12-month indicator with all the months between January and December. Set the two to correspond to your current date and you will see the divergence of civil and solar daytime. Now the watch does feature a unique hacking and zero reset function, such that when you pull the crown to its outer extremity. Now you stop the balance. The balance on the case back, the caliber 2002E, has halted, and the watch can be precisely synchronized as the seconds hand is drawn to the index at 0 against a known accurate reference time such as an atomic clock or a quartz watch. Now it's important to note that the watch has an 8-day power reserve which is energized by winding in the first position out from fully threaded, and the case back power reserve indicator of the caliber 2002E can be seen. Now the watch is executed entirely in-house by Panerai. Dial, case, and movement, Panerai is a complete manufacturer, and you'll note that the movement, with an 8-day power reserve, 3 main spring barrels, and an extraordinary 31 joules, also features a measure of resistance to shock in the form of a dual-anchored balance bridge and a free-sprung balance. The movement is extraordinarily handcrafted and regulated in Panerai's manufacture in Neuchâtel, and it beats at 4 Hz, or 28,800 vibrations per hour. Now, while it is a fine high horology complication, nevertheless, it is not a high and dry complication. Swap it out to a textile or rubber strap, screw the crown down to its position flush against the case, and the watch has 100-meter water resistance, making it both extremely fine and extremely versatile. You can see this and the entire Officine Panerai collection of fine luxury timepieces on our website, govbergwatches.com.